So our poem Indian Weavers is written by the greatest poetess Sarojini Naidu. She was born in 1879. She was died in 1949. She died in 1949 and she was a political activist, feminist and the first Indian woman who became the president of Indian National Congress. She was an important figure in India's struggle for independence. Sarojini Naidu's work as a poet earned her the sobriquet of Nightingale of India. So she was known as Nightingale of India, Sarojini Naidu. Later, she became the governor of the United Province in 1947, becoming the first woman to hold the office of the governor in independent India. So she was the greatest woman. Before independence, also she had the active participation in this freedom struggle. And now about the poem. Indian Weavers is a short poem where the poet talks about three types of garment that the weavers weave at three particular times of human life: birth, that is childhood; adulthood, means young; and death, means old. The colors mentioned in the stanza are very significant as they indicate the moods related to the events. So, even though this poem is very short, if you will see the first very only one page, page number 100, you will see the poem has only three stanzas, but it is very simple poem. When you will read, you will find that it is a very simple poem. But get one thing in mind, that those the poem or the work, whatever if it is simple, it has the deep meaning, very deep meaning in the poem itself, so that you have to find it out कि what कितना भी आप उसमें समझो बहुत समझ में आएगा, जितना भी समझो कम ही है। फर्स्ट रीडिंग करोगे, सेकंड रीडिंग करोगे, कम से कम 2-3 रीडिंग तो करना ही है आपको पोएम का, हर पोएम का। एक ही बार पोएम पढ़ा और आपने समझ में आ गया, ऐसा तो नहीं होता है कभी। इवन दो इट इज़ सिंपल पोएम, शॉर्ट पोएम, तो भी एक बार पढ़ के छोड़ देना, इट इज़ नॉट सो एक्चुअली। आपको 2 या 3 बार तो कम से कम पोएम पढ़नी है। तो जितने बार आपको पढ़ोगे आपको कुछ नया उसमें एंगल नज़र आएगा। सो दैट इज़ द ब्यूटी ऑफ द पोएम एक्चुअली, दैट इज़ द स्पेशलिटी ऑफ द पोएम। ओके, so today I will just read the poem and then we'll explain it afterwards. Okay, page number 100, Indian Weavers. So it is introduced in the second paragraph of the introduction of the poet. पोएम का भी इंट्रोडक्शन देते हैं सेकेंड पैराग्राफ में इंडियन वीवर्स में, इंडियन वीवर्स का। तो क्या दिया है यहाँ पे कि ईच स्टैंजा ऑफ द पोएम रिप्रेजेंट्स द 3 इम्पॉर्टेंट इवेंट्स, 3 इम्पॉर्टेंट इवेंट्स अपने लाइफ के। कौन से? बर्थ, एडल्टहुड और डेथ। 3 पार्ट्स करके, 3 पार्ट्स, इम्पॉर्टेंट पार्ट्स ऑफ आवर लाइफ, ये रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं एवरी स्टैंजा यहाँ पे। ओके, उसमें क्या क्या है ये आपको फाइंड आउट करना है। ओके, कलर्स है और क्या है, सिंबल्स क्या है, इमेजेस क्या है। So I will read it for you now. Pay attention. Page number 100, Indian Weavers. Weavers, weaving at break of day. Why do you weave a garment so gay? Weavers, weaving at break of day. Why do you weave a garment so gay? Blue as the wing of a halcyon wild, we weave the robes of a newborn child. Blue as the wing of a halcyon wild, we weave the robes of a newborn child. Weavers, weaving at fall of night, why do you weave a garment so bright? Weavers, weaving at fall of night, why do you weave a garment so bright? Like the plums of a peacock, purple and green, we weave the marriage jewels of a queen. Like the plums of a peacock, purple and green, we weave the marriage bells of a queen. Weavers, weaving, soulman and still. What do you weave in the moonlight chill? Weavers, weaving, soulman and still. What do you weave in the moonlight chill? White as a feather and white as a cloud. We weave a dead man's funeral shroud. White as a feather and white as a cloud. We weave a dead man's funeral shroud. By Sarojini Naidu. Yes. So we will begin the poem. We have already read the poem. Now I expect you to read the poem once again. Okay. Now you read the poem today, and tomorrow, the next day, I will explain every stanza for you. So for today, you have to write all the activities in your notebook that we have solved. Brainstorming activities on page number 99 that you have to write in your notebook here. Okay, brainstorming all the icebreakers 99 पेज नंबर का नोटबुक में लिखना है और एक बार पढ़ना है. Weavers weaving at the break of day, why do you weave a garment so gay? Blue as the wing of a halcyon wild, we weave the robes of a newborn child. Weavers, weaving at fall of night, why do you weave a garment so bright? Like the plums of a peacock, purple and green, with the marriage bells of a queen. Weavers, weaving soulman and still, what do you weave in the moonlight chill? White as a feather and white as a cloud, we weave a dead man's funeral shroud. So, what you understood? The There are so many angles, as I told you yesterday, in the poem. Even though the poem is short, the short and simple poems have always very deep meaning hidden in it. So, if it depends on the readers, what readers get from the poem. So, I want to ask you what kind of pattern you find in the poem. See the first two lines and the second two lines. In every stanza, yes, first two lines means particularly the second line of every stanza. See the second line of first stanza. Why do you weave a garment so gay? Second line of the second stanza. Why do you weave a garment so bright? And the last stanza's second line. What do you weave in the moonlight chill? So what is the common in all these three lines? Yes, of course, they are questions. They are questions asked by the poetess. Yes, and the poetess has asked the question, but whom she has asked? Yes, of course, she has asked the question to the weavers. Okay. Yes, weavers. Weavers is the bird, Indian bird. I have sent you some pictures. So before listening to this audio, you can observe the pictures. Okay, I have given the picture of Indian weaver bird. The weaver, why it is called a weaver bird? Do you know? Weaver bird, it's weaving. How it creates its own nest. It's weaving with its beak so beautifully. So it is like a craftsman, it is like an artisan. Okay, the bird is like an artist, so which creates its own nest so beautifully. See the pictures of the nest that I have given. Okay, then let us move. Now the every second line, as I discussed with you, the every second line of every stanza is a question. And what is the third and fourth line then? What is the third and fourth line of every stanza? There is a question, and then, yes, of course, there is an answer after the questions. Okay, it is supposed that the answer is given by the weaver birds itself. The question is asked by the poetess, and it is supposed that the answer is given by the weaver bird. Yes. So now there are some imagery also here. Then let us talk about the looms. I have given the second picture. We have also discussed in icebreakers what is a loom, hand loom, where the nowadays it is there are machineries, but in olden times there used to be handloom. Today also handlooms are there, which on which the Indian workers are there, laborers are there, which are who are weaving the clothes very beautifully. So many clothes today also, when the khadi, when you say, it is also weaved, okay, hand by the hands manually. Okay, manually means by hand. Khadi clothes when we say, or sometimes the famous Paithani sari is also weaved. Sometimes nowadays it is also weaved on the machines, but it is mostly famous for weaving on handlooms. Yes. So now let us move. Now there is a comparison, metaphorical comparison here, that the weaver birds are also compared to the actually weaving, doing weaving work of the people who are doing the weaving work. Yes. And so here, what the question is asking. See, there are as I said, there is a next picture I have given the three stages of life. So there is a picture of a newborn child. Then there is a picture of a bridegroom who is uh, wearing the wives when that cause wearing the veils, it is called, and at this at the function of marriage, wedding function. And next picture is of a dead man who is wrapped in a shroud. Okay, so shroud, the wives means the newborn child is sorry, robes. He is wrapped in the robes. See the picture of the newborn child which I have given. There is one piece. Okay, in that, within that one piece the child is wrapped. So that is called robes. Okay, I will get many more pictures of robes for you. So the first stanza relates with a newborn child, if you observe. The second stanza relates with the marriage vows of a queen. Okay, that means that is a second stage of a man's life. First stage of a man's life is what? Birth. Second stage of man's life is when he becomes adult and he marries. So that is a very beautiful function and important function in everyone's life. And the last stage of man's life is, yes, of course, death. So these are the three stages of life which are described in every stanza. Okay, a newborn child, then marriage vows of a queen, and the dead man's shroud. Then what is the relation of these clothes with the weaver bird? The same question. The question is asked by the poetess that why do you weave a garment so gay? The poetess is asking the weaver birds what you are weaving at the garment so gay. Gay means happiness. Okay, break of day means what? First line, weavers weaving at a break of day. Break of day means early morning. Yes, early morning is the beginning of the day. Early morning is beginning of day. In the same way, birth is the beginning of life. Yes, birth is beginning of life. So at the break of day, what you are weaving? Poetess is asking this question to birds. Then the bird is answering that blue as the king, blue as the wing of a halcyon wild, we weave the robes of a newborn child. We are weaving the cloth of the robes of newborn child. And how it is? It is described. It is blue as the halcyon wild. Halcyon is the type of a bird which is like a kingfisher bird. Halcyon is a kingfisher bird, where, a very beautifully colored bird it is. So it the wing that colors the color of the halcyon bird, that color robe is weaved by the weaver birds. Okay, then this is the first stanza. Is it clear, the first stanza? Now let us move to the next stanza. Okay, so second stanza, weavers weaving at fall of night, why do you weave a garment so bright? So again the work, weavers are working continuously, even though now it is a fall of night. In the first stanza, what was the time of the day? Break of day means early morning. And now what is the time of day? Fall of night means, yes, it is evening. It's an evening. Now it's an evening. And why do you weave a garment so bright? A garment. Okay, this word has come in first stanza also. A garment so gay, garment of happiness. Here garment so bright. Bright means very beautiful, attractive and very beautiful. Why you are weaving the garment so bright, very attractive? Why you are weaving that so bright in colors, very attractive? How it is attractive? Like the plums of a peacock. Plums of the peacocks, purple and green. When you say a beautiful, what comes in our mind? जब हम ब्यूटीफुल बोलते हैं, बहुत अच्छा सुंदर बोलते हैं, सो मोर पंख जो है बहुत ही ब्यूटीफुल है, बहुत ही अट्रैक्टिव है, ब्राइट कलर्स है उसमें, कितने सारे ब्राइट कलर्स हैं और उस इट इज़ सो अट्रैक्टिव, सो ब्यूटीफुल लुकिंग. सो ऐसा ही वेल मतलब जो मैरिज के वक्त, वेडिंग के वक्त पहना जाता है, दुल्हन जो पहनती है. इन हिंदू कल्चर देयर द वुमन wears the beautiful color, heavy and beautiful color sari, which is called shalu. I have also given the picture of both of the picture. I have given wells, marriage wells, which is called it is called in Christian, and it is also and marriage wells is also means the shalu, the sari. So that is the important period of life, okay, when a person is marrying. So we are weaving that clothes which are wore in the marriage times. This is the answer given by the weaver birds. Okay, like the plums. क्या weave कर रहे हो आप ऐसे fall of night इस समय पे? Bright, इतना beautiful. What you are weaving, which is very beautiful, like plums of peacock. Okay, it is very beautiful, so beautiful, like the plums of peacock, purple and green. So we weave the marriage wells of a queen. That is the answer given by the weaver birds. Yes. So this is the second stage of the life. Okay, that is the adulthood, full of happiness, enjoyment. Means these are the symbolic images here. Plums of the peacock, purple and green imagery here, which stands for a particular meaning. Okay, every color images stands for a particular meaning. We will discuss that also. In the first stanza, what was the color image? Which is the color? Blue. Blue color is given here. Okay, like a halcyon white. And then the second is very beautiful colors. Second stanza, plums of peacock, purple and green. These are the colors. Then the last stanza, weavers weaving soulman and still. Soulman and still means what? Very silent, without movement. That is called still. Soulman means very silent, they are doing their work. And what is the time? What do you weave in the moonlight chill? What is the time? Time is, of course, moonlight chill means the time is the night. Okay, during the night time, in the darkness, when where the moonlight is there and where the atmosphere is how? Chilled. So when the atmosphere is chilled, cold, cold, the coldness, the stillness, without movement, silence. All these means what? It is meant for death. So, at the time of night, what you are weaving now? When the poetess asks this question, what is the answer? They say, white as a feather and white as a cloud, we weave a dead man's funeral shroud. Yes, we weave a dead man's funeral shroud. At the end of the life, after the death, what a person needs? Only a white color cloth, which is covered, which covers its dead body. Shroud, okay, funeral shroud. So when after the death, the man is wrapped in the white color clothes. So we are weaving that white, that white color is as a feather, as a cloud. See what is the common thing between feather and cloud? Yes, they are white also, they are white, but plus they are white, and feather and cloud, they are very light. They are light, they don't have any burden now, they are free. Okay, they are the symbol of freedom. They are free from everything now, and they travel to the God. They travel upwards in the sky. So that color, which is white, which is like a feather, like a cloud, we are weaving the dead man's funeral shroud. So at the end of the poem, the weaver birds are answering that in the last part of human beings, we weave the funeral shroud. So this is our poem. If you see, very beautiful rhyme are there and pattern is also there. The questions are asked and answers we get below that. When the questions format is used by the poetess, the readers are attentive. They are more attentive when the question is asked. Okay, the question is asked and the answer is also given there below that. So these three, you can say the three stages of life. You can say the three stages of day also: early morning, then the evening, and then the night. So these are the three stages, the three parts of life, which are very beautifully described and very precisely described. What is different in a man's life? This is very common thing in everyone. See the color images, then write down the color images. If I said there is, if there is a question activity, write the color images and discuss. So you can write one by one. Blue, you can discuss it. Blue stands for. Then you can write purple and green, which stands for. You can write complete. Then there is a white after last color, which stands for. You can write, and afterwards you can also get a different activity, like the different times in the day, different time period in the day. कौन से टाइम पीरियड्स यहाँ पे डिस्कस किए हैं इस पोएम में? तो ब्रेक ऑफ डे, फॉल ऑफ नाइट, एंड मून एंड लाइट, एंड पूरा नाइट. So that is what the periods time of a day. So in this way, the color images are there, the viewers are, and then there is a atmosphere also. Break of day, उसका atmosphere कैसा होता है? So gay means happiness. Early morning we are very fresh, feeling happiness like a newborn child, is very happy always, never regretting, okay, and always playing, playful, smiling at everyone. So full of happiness, satisfaction. Our first stage of life, our childhood, is like that. Always happy, full of satisfaction, playing and enjoying, no burden, no tensions, no responsibility. The best period of life, you can say, the childhood. Break of day, that is early morning. So these are the symbols that you can discuss, you can explain more, you can analyze more. Okay, then a bright stage of life is what? When you are young, full of youth, full of energy, full of enthusiasm, full of talent, full of confidence, and you can win the world. You have that confidence that you can do anything. You want to create something, you want to do something, achieve something, and show the world that show the world your achievements, your success. So that is also like brightness. So that is brightness. Peacock means your life is full of colors at that time, at that period when you are youth, when you are adult, full of colors, bright colors like peacock colors, and your personality becomes very beautiful when you achieve something, achieve your dreams, and you are successful at that time. So that is the second stage. And the third stage of life is what? The death. So the in death also, what the person has nothing in himself. When the person faces the death, there is silence. Of everything, there is a silence, no movement, and there is full stop to the life. That these are the three stages that we have to face in our life. So this is the poem. And please observe the pictures and then read the poem again, and then read this listen to this audio also. And then if you have any problem, any doubts regarding words, regarding lines, please write the questions in our group. Okay, thank you.